Were you the special child? Did your parents ever tell you you were super talented, gonna do great things, passed every test in school without really trying, didn't really need to study, never needed to really work for any of it? Oh, you're gonna be the kid who, gets this family out of poverty. You're gonna be able to take care of us when you're older because you're so smart. Oh, you're gonna model because you're so good looking and have such a fantastic physique. Oh, you should be an actor because you're so good on camera. What do you do when you hear all these things constantly throughout your life and then end up failing? Well, as someone who's currently failing, I'm gonna tell you how. You may not like it, but it is what it is. So for context, yes, I was a very gifted child in quotations. Slight hint of ADHD. Grew up in a very broken home, no father. My mom did the best she could. She's a wonderful lady, by the way. I know if my mother watches this, Mom, you did the best you could. You're a fantastic person. I honestly feel bad for you that your mother was as bad as she is. Lived in a home with, raised by my grandma and my mom. Grandma, evil, actual evil woman. Not even gonna sugarcoat it. But yeah, I was called, the gifted child. I would ace every single test without even trying. I was in a lot of the special classes for most of my life. Towards the end of high school, I started to stop giving a shit because I knew it didn't matter. I couldn't afford going to an actual college anyway, so I might as well just, get full financial run to Brookdale, and then I ended up dropping out of there anyway because the place just didn't fit well with me. You get given a bunch of classes that don't make any sense. I had no direction. Wasn't looking good. So the failure started pretty early on, if you can imagine there. Dropping out of college and going to just working, bar backing, thinking I was saving money, thinking I was investing money. Oh, all of a sudden I make almost actually over $500,000 on AMC stock over the course of 8 months, grinding from $10,000 that I had saved up from bar backing. Mind you, I wasn't saving money that great. I was spending it on a lot of dog water nonsense. And I'm sure if you watch this channel, you know the story. 4 days before the stock went up to 72 from 30, making me over $500,000 in call options that were expiring the same week. My father was shot 8 times. So then I basically went through a manic episode. My brother was the worst he ever was, screaming, smoking in the middle of the night, causing me to basically not sleep for 4 days. Went into a manic episode, ended up not selling any of my options despite them expiring the same week. So it wasn't even necessarily at a greed because there was no way in hell they were ever going to go any higher. Was not following the plan I followed for 8 months. Not good, and then that eventually made me spiral out of control because this was the first time I really tasted failure. Or more so, tasted actual success and then had it stripped away from me without ever actually getting to use that success for anything. So then I chased it, gambled away the last $60,000 I actually managed to keep from those options. On other options, just basically making incredibly stupid decisions on the stock market. Then I just kind of, worked for a few more years, got really, really angry because I wasn't going anywhere. My grandmother was getting worse and worse because I still had to live with her, unfortunately. I'm grateful my grandfather gave us, a home to live in after my mom left my dad. But, you didn't have to ruin our lives by just being evil and picking fights every single day, Grandma. Anyway, this video's about being a special child. I'm sorry, every time I think about this, I have to go on a tangent about it because, honestly, the world, I know my mother doesn't like me talking about this, but the world needs to know. The world needs to know what went on here, okay? I'm sorry. She does not get to get away with that. But anyway, yeah, so gifted child, had great hopes for the future, had fantastic plans, was gonna buy my mom a home, was gonna take care of even my father, who didn't deserve it, but I wanted to at least get him a little shack or something by a pond. Something like that. He would have preferred that. He just wants to just sleep and eat and fish all day, he's not a person for this generation. He should have been like a caveman. I don't know why he never went on Survivor. Would have been freaking fantastic for that show. Charismatic, doesn't give a shit, can live off of nothing and garbage. Would have been amazing on Survivor. People love the guy, but he's homeless. I don't understand. I mean, I love him too, but off topic again. But yeah, gifted child, failing. What do? Well, you just keep moving forward, to be honest. what am I gonna do? I'm gonna try and be a fitness trainer. I'm applying to, several places. I have my NASM CPT. Just fighting for a position there, because that's the only way I'm really gonna build a career and get the hell out of the slump I'm in. It's gonna really suck being in a, homeless, but what else is new? You just can't let those pressures, just get into your head. I understand the feeling of knowing that you could have done better, you should have done better, and yet somehow you failed and you can't pinpoint exactly why you made the decisions you made or why you weren't able to, overcome the challenges that were put in front of you. But all you have to do really is just accept the fact that you failed and learn from it, even if it really, really, really sucks and your family members get hurt because of it. You just have to keep moving forward and learn, from your mistakes. Understand that it's okay to fail, and the only way you lose is if you don't get back up. I know this is very cliche, but it really is true. Maybe talk to God a little bit, and just get back out there, champ. You're not a failure. You're not a disappointment. You're human. You make mistakes, just like everyone else. The fact that people said you were special and gifted and all those things weren't wrong. You are. And the fact that you are those things is the reason why you're going to succeed the next time. Or maybe the next time or the next time. In the end, you will succeed. You will achieve your dreams. And by God, it's going to be beautiful when it happens. And you won't have people be able to say that you had the easy way. Because you did fail. You did have speed bumps along the way. And that's life. And unfortunately, the speed bumps are a lot bigger than they were in the 80s. But, we'll just have to be way better than they ever would. Unfortunately, it really is a shame that, I'll take the 13% interest mortgage rates if houses are $20,000. I'm sorry. I'll take that. A down payment on a house only being half my income instead of 2 times? Man, I'll take that one any day of the week. This is just a rant video at this point. I love you. I love my life as much as I hate it. Get out there and do your best, champ. I'll see you in the next Stackosity rant vlog nonsense that has no structure and it's just me rambling for like 6 minutes. Probably more for this one. I gotta figure something out, man.